of a semi-final in which the winner of this tie could well feature. So it's being billed as Lionel Messi versus Mohamed Salah, and the Argentinians certainly seen as favourites, but well, they were big favourites, weren't they, in the last round, and it took quite a bit, didn't it, to get them through the semi-final, where they beat the minnows of Cape Verde in the last round to go through to the quarterfinals. So it's Argentina against Egypt. We'll give you the lineups in a second. Got the team news as well for you, and looks like a fairly humid afternoon here in Missouri. So here is the team news for you. And Argentina, first of all, just the two changes for Lionel Scaloni following their 3-2 victory over Cape Verde in the last round. So Julian Alvarez from Atletico Madrid, lots of talk about him potentially moving on in a blockbuster move in the summer. Well, he comes back into up top in place of Almada, while Leandro Paredes replaces Inter Milan's Lautaro Martinez. For the Egyptians and the Pharaohs, it's no changes from the side that needed penalties to get past the Kangaroos, the Australians, in midweek. That means Mohamed Salah, he earns his 121st cap for his country. Interesting, though, to see Manchester City's Omar Marmoush. He has to make do with another place on the bench, just not fitting into this starting 11 for Hossam Hassan at the moment. 5 starters from the Egyptian side, Al Ahly, and 3 from Pyramid. So let's give you the full lineups for this afternoon. Now, first of all, for the Egyptians. So, Emi Martinez is in goal. The back 4 from left to right. Tagliafico, Martinez, Romero, and Molina. 2 Martinez's, of course. That's the Manchester United man. Lisandro Martinez in the centre of the defence for the South Americans. The midfield quartet, Enzo Fernandez, Paredes, McAllister, and DePaul. Looks as if DePaul over on the right-hand side. Fernandez possibly left of centre. And then that front 2, Julian Alvarez, who's turned more of an assist king in this tournament, not really getting the goals, but the man who is getting the goals and is the record World's Championship scorer, and also he is on course for the Golden Boot because he's got 7 goals. He's level with a certain Kylian Mbappe from France. Looking for that Golden Boot is Lionel Messi. So here's the lineup for the Egyptians. Shobir in goal. The back 4 looks like they're going to play a standard 4-4-2. Back 4 from left to right, Habez, Rabia, Ibrahim and Hani. The midfield quartet, Hassan, Lashin, Atia and Ashur. And Zico is lining up alongside Mohamed Salah. So it's 121 caps today for Mo Salah. And also he's only 1 goal shy of the Egyptian record for goals scored as well. Now, the interesting thing about that particular record for Mohamed Salah is that the record is held by the man who now coaches the side, Hossam Hassan. 69 goals to his name. Mohamed Salah is on 68. Could beat that, or could equal it, or possibly even beat it today, but the Egyptians are going to have to play out of their skins to beat a heavily favoured Argentinian side, who will be playing in their usual home strip, the blue and white striped shirts, and it's the red of Egypt. Our referee for this afternoon is Francois Letexier, who is from France. The winner of this one, as I said, will play the winner. There's 1 game to go in the last 16, and it takes place later on between Colombia and Switzerland. I would suggest the Colombians probably edge that one as far as being the favourites for it, so we could potentially see an all-South American quarter-final. They are in the same half of the draw as the England-Norway clash, which is set to take place on Saturday night. So it's all starting to come together, isn't it, this tournament? We saw the Spanish show their hand last night with a victory, hard-fought victory, it has to be said, over Portugal to make their way through to the quarterfinals. They are on course, as things stand, to go through to a blockbuster semi-final with France. That remains to be seen. They are the 2 favourites for the tournament, but in the same half of the draw. And in this half of the draw, it's certainly Argentina and England, I think, that are expected to progress. But let's see how it goes. They made hard work of Cape Verde, didn't they, in the last round? And, well, won't be easy either against the Egyptians tonight. The Egyptians so far in this tournament, well, They've drawn with Belgium, they beat New Zealand, they drew with Iran, and of course the Australia match goes down as a draw as well because it was 1-1 after one on penalty. So it will be the reigning champions, 3-time champions of the world, Argentina, to get us underway, playing from left to right in this first period. So in the blue and white, the light blue and white striped shirts, white shorts, white socks. Egypt are in the red shirts with the black shorts and the black socks, playing from right to left for the right to play in the quarterfinals. Argentina, get us underway. Let's hope for a cracker here in Atlanta, Georgia. Early possession for the Argentinians. They've gone back to Martinez. The crowd is heavily in favour of the Argentinians, as it always seems to be quite honest with you. They travel so well, and they make a lot of noise as well, and there's a lot of noise early doors in this stadium as Enzo Fernandez wins possession over on the far side for Argentina. It's recycled back towards the halfway line, and there's a player down, and it's just been held up for a second. A little bit of concern that it is Enzo Fernandez just holding his right knee as well, that's gone down, the Chelsea man. He's one of many Argentinian players playing this World Cup where there's suddenly a question mark about his future and whether he will be leaving Chelsea or not. And he's still down. A little bit of concern currently at Chelsea. Been talk about a Real Madrid move at one stage, but he's back on his feet, and let's hope he's okay. Game recommences, and the ball goes all the way back to Emi Martinez. Emi Martinez in the light green strip, the goalkeeper for Argentina. Hero, of course, in that penalty shootout against the French 4 years ago. Ball it goes towards the right corner of the penalty area. And then Molina sends it back to Martinez again. Takes one touch, kicks long, drills it right-footed down the centre. It's got a little bit too much on that, I think, but it's fortuitously found its way to Julian Alvarez. Now Alvarez, he's going to put it through towards the edge of the penalty area and just falls wide there. Is McAllister, goes back down the line. It's almost the perfect ball through to the Liverpool man as well. Early possession all with the South Americans at the moment. They go all the way back towards the halfway line. Martinez, who got a goal in that game against Cape Verde. Now it's DePaul. Just to the right of the centre circle, gets it back again down this near side, holds it up. McAllister ahead of him, decides to go back towards the halfway line, and it's just to the right of the centre circle now with Christian Romero to Martinez, and then again it's looped back inside the Argentinian half to Christian Romero once more. Low ball right-footed over the halfway line. Rodrigo DePaul advancing down this right-hand side, ball infield to McAllister. Hard to spot these days since he cut all his hair off, and then a reverse ball from Messi. That's not going to work out from the superstar, and it goes behind, and it's a goal kick for Egypt. And we played 3 minutes here at the Atalanta Stadium. Argentina 0, Egypt 0. Low ball out from the Egyptian goalkeeper Shabir out towards his near side, and just held up by Hafez. Goes back to his goalkeeper, all in yellow this afternoon, Shabir. Ibrahim now, right side of the penalty area. Ball goes to Lachine, the turn, and the ball forward towards the halfway line. Hassan then back towards the edge of the penalty area, and it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Loops one up high towards his near side. A little bit of space for Havertz. Takes it down beautifully, actually, just to the right-hand, the left-hand side, I should say, of his penalty area, and then dances his way across the 18-yard line. Goes back to Ibrahim, and then the low ball out towards that far side is Hani. Forward to Lachine. Lachine in between two Argentinian players, does well to smuggle the ball out towards the far side, then gets the ball back midway inside his own half. Infield it goes to Lachine. He's going to switch play towards his left-hand side. Here's Havertz, just shy of the halfway line. Ashur hugging the touchline down this left-hand side, and the ball's ricocheted back off of him as he tried to go round Molina, and it's a throw into Argentina. I think he's caught one in the particulars there by the looks of things. Looks like a nasty one. Just holding his hand there between his legs. He's got back on his feet, but he's still holding that particular gentle, shall we say, delicate area in the midriff. Argentina with possession over on the far side. Alvarez, that's a sloppy one from him, gifting possession back to the Egyptians. Can they take advantage? It's good work by Hassan, and then in between two Argentinian players, he draws the foul from Enzo Fernandez, who appears to be okay following that early knock, and it'll be a free kick. Really made a name for himself, didn't he, 4 years ago, Enzo Fernandez? It was himself really and Alexis McAllister in the centre of the field for Argentina. Resulted in big money moves for both of them, of course. Enzo Fernandez ending up at Chelsea, and Alexis McAllister finding his way to Anfield at Liverpool. Rabia goes square to Ibrahim for Egypt over the halfway line to Hassan. Cuts infield onto his left boot, just retreats slightly towards the halfway line, then touches it infield inside the centre circuit. Ataya switches play towards his left-hand side. First time ball by Hafez, back towards the halfway line, continues to run down the left-hand side. It's cut out now by Molina, but the Egyptians pick it up again. It's going to spell this from the Africans. The ball just about kept in play. The stretching leg down this near side from Karim Hafez. Continues his run down this near side. There's a real battle going on down this near side. Molina with the strong challenge, and Argentina have won the ball back. They have it inside their own penalty area at the moment. Paredes. Now Romero. Paredes again right inside of the D. Works it forward to Messi. Barely touched the ball, Messi, so far. Argentina go all the way back towards the edge of their own penalty area, and in the end, Christian Romero goes long. Headed out towards the near side by Julian Alvarez, but there's nobody there in a blue and white striped shirt, and so it's retrieved for the Egyptians in the form of Karim Hafez, the 30-year-old. Plays for Pyramids. Has the ball again down his near side. Just took his eye off the ball slightly there, just for a second. It allowed the pull to win the ball back, but that's a sloppy one from him. Just plays it in field, and he played it straight to Zico. And Egypt have it once more. Sloppy in possession so far, the world champions. Looking to go back-to-back, of course. Nobody's won that since Brazil. It's been a long, long time since that's happened. And Argentina have conceded a free kick, actually, over on the far side. It's a good run down that right-hand side by Hassan. Draws the foul from Tagliafico, and it's a free kick now, pretty much level with the edge of the penalty area. He knew exactly what he was doing there, the Lyon man. Put his hands up as if to say, me? Really? Absolutely. Free kick then, over on the far side for Egypt. Mohamed Salah. I think this will be Salah's first touch, actually, this free kick. I don't think the Egyptian king has touched the ball so far. It's right on the touchline as well, over on the far side. It's almost level with the edge of the penalty area. Left-footed, it's going to swing in. Well, it's not going to swing in at all because he's taken it short, then gets the ball back in the same position over on the far side. Again, thought about whipping it in. Eventually, the ball does come in towards that far post, and it's taken a little flick off of Martinez, I think it is, and it's cleared long down this near side by Molina for Argentina. It goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for the Argentinians. Midway inside their own half down their right-hand side, and it'll be taken by Rodrigo de Paul. Throws it all the way back towards the edge of the penalty area, and here is Manchester United's Lisandro Martinez advancing towards the halfway line. He's almost up towards the centre circle, then plays it back to Christian Romero. Romero goes long. Now Messi. It goes towards Julian Alvarez, and then out towards that far side. It's one to chase, and chasing is Enzo Fernandez. He gets there ahead of Hani, and then he miscontrols it. Just took his eye off the ball just for a second. Sloppy from Enzo Fernandez. Showed real pace there to get over towards that far side to retrieve that ball for Argentina. And then his first touch was sloppy. We have it again, though, to Lionel Scaloni's men. And here is the aforementioned Enzo Fernandez, seeing plenty of the ball in these early stages. Goes for the 1-2. Investigates between himself and Paredes, then plays it low back towards the halfway line. Inside the centre circle is Tottenham's Christian Romero. Alvarez comes deep to retrieve. Goes back to Molina. Finds the Atletico Madrid man again. Right side of the centre circle. Sprays it back inside his own half. Martinez down the line. This is better from Argentina. Been sloppy in possession in these early stages. 8 minutes played, still goalless. Enzo Fernandez is going to dink one in towards Messi. His first touch takes him wide of the penalty area. I think that's going to go behind for a corner. Indeed it is. Just a little bit heavy, that first touch from Messi, which is very unusual for him. It's actually gone out this side of the corner flag, so it'll be a throw-in for Argentina deep inside the Egyptian half, which they've already taken and gone all the way back towards the halfway line. Romero has it. On to McAllister. Can he smuggle this through? He can. Alvarez right inside of the penalty. He's got to square it, surely. He does square it, and somehow it's put wide of the left-hand post. But the offside flag is up. I think it may have come off of an Egyptian player in the end. Let's have a look at this. It was miles offside. McAllister threads it through towards Alvarez. He then bided his time before squaring towards Enzo Fernandez. And actually, just looking at a replay there, he was offside, so it's all irrelevant anyway. But how on earth Enzo Fernandez has missed that? I think he would have been the most relieved man in the stadium, Enzo Fernandez, because he's basically missed what's not far off, really, being an open goal there from about 4 yards out. He put it wide of the goalkeeper's left-hand post. Then the flag went up, much to the relief of Fernandez, and Egypt have a free kick. Sprayed out towards his near side. Nice little touch there by De Paul. Back to Molina in the right back position, goes all the way back to Emi Martinez. Beaten twice by Cape Verde, of course. Still came through. What a game that was. Considered by many to be the game of the tournament so far. Argentina go long. That'll be tidied up by the number 3, Mohamed Hani. And all the way back to his goalkeeper, Shobir. Now it's Hafez down this near side. It's a little bit sloppy from the Egyptians. But they won it again through Hafez, who's seen plenty of the ball early doors, then overruns it slightly, but I'll tell you what, he was tripped by Enzo Fernandez, who's involved in absolutely everything. And a little wry smile from the Chelsea man. Free kick to Egypt inside the centre circle. Over the halfway line it goes. Here's Ashur. Low ball back to Ataya. They work it towards the right-hand side. Here's Hassan. He's already had a run down that right-hand side, but in the end thinks better of it. Just goes for safety first, all the way back towards the halfway. And Ibrahim inside the centre circle. Back to Rabia. Now Hafez gets the ball back again. Does the number 5. Square to Ibrahim. Holding their own at the moment, Egypt. 11 minutes played, still goalless. No real sight of goal for either side so far, and possibly more importantly, most importantly, I'd say, for Egypt, is Lionel Messi's been very, very quiet. It could change in a heartbeat, though, couldn't it? Tagliafico goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, Martinez. And walks the ball out of his penalty area. He's inside the D now. He's now going to drill it long. Looking for Enzo Fernandez. Can he get the flick on towards Julian Alvarez? Cleared out towards the far side, but it will be an Argentinian throw. Midway inside their own half down the left-hand side. Quick one taken as well. Back it goes to Tagliafico. And Martinez. Square to his right-hand side. De Paul. Back to Martinez again. A little bit of space opens up for Enzo Fernandez. Low ball out towards the left-hand side. Here is Tagliafico. Back in field to Enzo Fernandez again. Twisting, turning. Goes back out towards that left-hand touchline and then retreats down that line and then plays the ball back inside his own half for Lisandro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez, of course, the Inter Milan man. Only on the bench this afternoon for Argentina. Plenty of experience there if required. As Martinez goes back to his goalkeeper again. His goalkeeper with the same name. Emi Martinez on to Lisandro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez on the bench. Very confusing. 3 Martinez. Very common surname with Spanish-speaking countries, of course. That's going to be a free kick there to Egypt. Little late one from De Paul on Imam Ashur. He's absolutely furious with the decision. Messi comes across as well. De Paul still with his arms in his air. Looked to clear cut one of me. Just looking at a replay of this one. Well, it is clear cut. He's got nothing to complain about. And on it goes now as Egypt take the free kick. Level the edge of the penalty area is Hassan. Down towards the byline. Can he get the cross in right-footed? He can. And there's the header clear from Romero. Put good distance on it as well, almost towards the halfway line. Retrieved, though, right inside of the centre circle by Ibrahim for Egypt. Finds Hani. So we'll play this one down and he sort of scoops it down the line towards Hassan. First touch isn't particularly good, but I tell you what, he's won himself a corner because the last touch has come off Lisandro Martinez. And Egypt have got the first corner of the afternoon in the just heading towards the 15th minute here in Atalanta. I think he said Atalanta then, didn't I? It's in Italy. Right, short free kick taken. Right inside of the penalty area. In comes the attempted cross hasn't come in yet. Still, however, over on the far side by Hani. Eventually the cross does come in right-footed. There's the header! And would you believe it? Rising highest at the far post is Yasser Ibrahim to shock the world and give Egypt the lead in the 15th minute here in Atlanta, Georgia. And Egypt, who have never got through to the quarterfinals. Well, they're in pole position here because they've got the opening goal. It's Argentina 0, Egypt 1, and it's Yasser Ibrahim with the goal. The header was a brilliant cross towards the far post, and he rose in between the two central defenders. He's on the ground now, kissing the turf. Well, have we got a shock on our hands here? The world champions are behind. Messi looks perplexed. They took their time with this. They went for the short corner, and in the end the ball comes in, and at the far post it looks as if he's been played onside by Martinez. Indeed he is, and he rises above him. It's not the cleanest head. It's almost sort of might even come off his shoulder, just looking at a replay of it, and ends up in the back of the net. It doesn't matter. Emi Martinez just watched and saw it fly past him towards his left-hand side. And Egypt of Africa have the lead here in Atlanta. Are we in store for a shock tonight? Game recommences. Here's Molina down this near side. First touch isn't great. They've not been great in possession at all, Argentina. They really haven't. They need to sort that part of their game out first of all. Egypt have won it back again. They're coming towards the edge of the penalty area. Almost comes through to Salah. Martinez clears long, out of play. Throw in for Egypt on the halfway line, down the left-hand side. Don't forget you can follow the match on your national broadcaster. You are listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this knockout game between Argentina and Egypt, with Egypt leading by a goal to nil thanks to that 15th minute goal from Yasser Ibrahim. Well, they were vulnerable in the last round, Argentina, eventually knocking out the story of the tournament. They've given the ball a getaway again, edge of the penalty area. Salah goes down, wants a free kick. I think he went down far too easily for my liking, and in the end the referee didn't buy it. It's gone out of play over on the far side. It will be a throw in though to the Egyptians in the halfway line down their right hand side, and they look a bit, they look rocked here at the moment more than anything else, Argentina. They really do. They've been so sloppy in possession. We've barely seen anything from the two big names in this side, or the two biggest names in this side. There are big names all throughout this squad, aren't there? But Messi and Alvarez, as the ball goes out of play over on the far side, the last touch has come off of Alexis McAllister, and it's a throw-in for Egypt, midway inside their own half, down their right-hand side. And he takes it onto Hassan, over the head, loops it long. One to chase for Zico. It's gone out of play, but it's come off of the number 11, and it's a throw-in for Argentina, midway inside their own half, down their left-hand side. So 17 minutes on the clock. Argentina 0, Egypt 1. Throw-in by Tagliafico over on the far side for Argentina. Really need to get their act together here if this isn't to be a huge, huge shock. It's a foul there on Julian Alvarez, and the foul is from Yasser Ibrahim, the goal scorer, the only goal scorer so far in what could be a huge, huge goal. Plenty of time left yet though. 18 minutes on the clock. 1-0 to Egypt. They've not created anything of note so far, Argentina, as Molina's forced to go all the way back to Martinez inside that penalty area. Knocks it out to Tagliafico. Over on that far side, just shy of the halfway line. Back in field it goes for Paredes. Loops it over to Messi. So Messi's come deep here. He's picked the ball up just to the right of the centre circle. Brings the ball over the halfway line. Then plays a lovely ball forward towards the inside left position. Through the ball goes towards the edge of the penalty area. Oh, there's a challenge there. And the referee points to the spot. And Argentina will have an opportunity to equalise from 12 yards out. The ball was threaded through. And the foul. The referee wasted no time at all. Love to see this one again. Messi picked it up on the halfway line. He got things going. The ball's threaded through. There's a possibility of an offside. That's the first thing to say. I think it is a foul. It's the number 2 and number 12, Hassan, with the challenge on Tagliafico. Made the run from the left channel. He gets there first. It's definitely a foul. It's just whether or not he was offside. They'll sort that out as well. But he gets there first. He just gets a little touch on it. And then stretching is Hassan. He brings him down. And the referee, who was in a perfect position, to be fair, wasted no time at all in pointing to the spot. And I think VAR have cleared it up. Messi's putting the ball down. Of course he is. And here, every time he steps on the football field these days, he has the opportunity to create history. So what have we got on the line here for Lionel Messi? This would be his 8th of the tournament. That would put him ahead of Mbappe. It would be his 21st World Cup goal. He's already got that record. Lionel Messi in the 20th minute. Well, it'll be the 21st minute by the time it steps up, because the referee just having a word with the Egyptian goalkeeper, Ufa Shabir. Messi steadies himself. A couple of deep breaths from the great man. Hands on hips. Up he steps now. It's Lionel Messi, left-footed, and the keeper saves it going down towards his left-hand side. And Lionel Messi is unable to put Argentina level from the penalty spot. It was a lovely height for the goalkeeper. It's one of those ones, if you go the right way, you've got a huge opportunity to save it, and that's exactly what has happened. There's an Egyptian player gone down, and a yellow card has come out, but I think actually the yellow card has been dished out to one of the coaching staff for the Egyptians, who came rushing off the bench. The referee, Francois Letetier, didn't like it. Just looking at a replay of the penalty spot, at the penalty, it's not a great one from Messi. It's really not. Left-footed. It's not in the corner at all. He's gone towards the goalkeeper's left-hand side, not tucked it anywhere near to the corner. It's a lovely height for the goalkeeper as well. And Ufa Shabir diving towards his left-hand side. Didn't just save it, he got the ball clear as well to prevent any potential follow-up from the save. And it remains Argentina 0, Egypt 1. Is it going to be Egypt's night? Just looking at it again, it's just not a good penalty from Messi at all. It's not struck with much power, pace. It's not, there's no precision at all. As I say, it's to the left of the goalkeeper, but if the goalkeeper goes the right way and you hit it with pace into the corner, it's going to end up in the back of the net. There's nothing the goalkeeper can do about it. But on that occasion, all he had to do was guess right, the goalkeeper, and he was going to save it, and that's exactly what happened. And Ufa Shabir has made a hero of himself. He already made a hero of himself, of course. Penalty shootout victory in the last round for the Egyptians to go through against the Australians, but this will be far, far bigger. A place in the quarterfinals is on the line at the moment. Argentina, the current world champions, are fluffing their lines here. They really are. They're not playing particularly well at all. They've gone a goal behind. They've missed a penalty now. Messi with history on the line yet again. And this time, he's unable to convert. Argentina giving the ball away again down this near side, although to be fair, the Egyptians have done exactly the same. Now then, Alvarez turns on the halfway line. On to Enzo Fernandez down the left-hand side. Cuts in field. This is good. This is better from Argentina. Slip through towards Alexis McAllister, who'd made the run, but Egypt get it clear long towards the halfway line, and then they'll get a free kick because that's a foul from Lisandro Martinez. Is that time for the hydration break? No, the referee's happy to continue. It was Mo Salah, actually, who came deep. And in fact, the referee's changed his mind now. He obviously didn't realise where the game was. And in the end, we won't have that free kick because we're going to have our hydration break. So, midway through the first half, Argentina 0, Egypt 1. Yasser Ibrahim in the 15th minute. And only about 5 minutes later, Lionel Messi having his spot kick saved by Ufa Shabir to prevent him scoring his 21st goal. And in the championships overall, and of course his 8th, it would have been his 8th of this tournament, but it remains at 7 and he remains level with Kylian Mbappe. But Argentina would love to be level because at the moment they are trailing in this game, and rightly so, to be fair, because they've been a shadow of themselves, the 3-time winners from 1978, 86 and 2022, looking for back-to-back titles, the first time since Brazil did it back in 1962, retaining the title they won in 1958. And well, that looks a far way off at the moment, it has to be said. The Egyptians themselves, of course, one of 2 African teams still in the tournament. Morocco are still going strong, of course, and they could become just the 5th African country to reach the quarterfinals. These 2 sides have only met on one previous occasion, but it was a friendly as well. It was in Cairo in 2008. So what are we talking, 18 years ago now? That one finished 2-0 to Argentina in that friendly. Other than that, they've never played a competitive game. They're playing a very competitive game here in Atlanta in the round of 16. And at the moment, it's the underdogs, unquestionably the underdogs, who are leading this game by a goal to nil. And Mo Salah's actually been very quiet so far, making his 121st cap. Still clubless at the moment, really, Mo Salah, because he's leaving or left Liverpool. But we don't know of his intentions as far as where he wants to go. And at the moment, his full focus is on this tournament, and you can understand why. And the Egyptians are fully focused and leading the 16-time Copa del Rey champions. 7-time champions of Africa, of course, Egypt. That's a record in itself. And we've just got a shot of a young Argentinian fan in the crowd, in tears. It's a little bit early for that. Long way to go. But there certainly will be Argentinian tears if this remains the same. Just seeing Arsene Wenger in the crowd, just chatting to Mohamed El-Neni, of course, Egyptian player, former Arsenal player, of course, hence the link with Arsene Wenger. Game recommences then following that free kick. It was the foul on Mo Salah before the hydration break. And it'll be taken, and long it goes down towards this near side. And if Egypt were to get a second, this could be very, very interesting indeed, because they appear at the moment anyway, Argentina, to be there for the taking, because they've really not got going. Whether that hydration break will change things, we have mentioned in the tournament previously how these hydration breaks are making a real change towards the flow of the game and the momentum in the game. For a side that has momentum going into the hydration breaks, it can all completely change. It is very much 4 quarters in the game at the moment, as Argentina win the ball back midway inside their own half. And Paredes does well, works his way out of trouble, and then releases Molina down this near side. Back in field it goes, and in the end back towards the edge of the 18-yard line. Romero just to the right of the D. Romero slows it down at walking pace and then spots Messi in space over the halfway line. He comes, ball with the outside of the boot, was a beauty to Alvarez. Alvarez takes it down, twisting, turning, about 45 yards from goal, central, rides one challenge, and leaves it for Fernandez. Goes out towards that left-hand side. Here is Tagliafico, who won the penalty, of course, with that run from the left-hand side. Argentina go all the way back towards the halfway line, and now it's Molina in the inside right position. Down the line it goes. DePaul steadies himself. There's the cross. It's a beauty. There's the header. Oh, what a save. McAllister, I think it was, with the header. Keeper saved it. Could he be the hero today, the Egyptian goalkeeper? Here come Argentina again. Alvarez, ball towards the back post. That one's headed clear. And it's played long by Hafez. It's a beautiful cross from the right-hand side. And there was Alexis McAllister. Point-blank range header. Pushed clear by Shobir. And are Argentina going to wake up here following that hydration break? Trailing by a goal to nil. Ball towards McAllister. He's stretching. He's not going to get there this time, the Liverpool man. And Egypt go all the way back to the hero of the hour, Shobir. Low out to Rabia. Rabia goes long. Egypt want a free kick. Referee's having none of it. And here comes DePaul again. Out towards Messi. Right in the corner of the penalty area. Lionel Messi still. He's got 3 red shirts around him. Cuts it in field. Shot comes in from Enzo Fernandez. That takes a deflection. Loops up into the air and just goes harmlessly through to the goalkeeper. Making a bit of a name for himself here, Ufa Shabir, at the moment. Saved Lionel Messi's penalty. Great save moments ago from that header as well. Here come Argentina once more. Egyptians sitting back already on this lead. Enzo Fernandez almost loses possession. It's then pumped forward for Argentina on the volley. Rabia goes long. Now this could be interesting. Mo Salah, can he bring this ball down edge of the penalty area? No, he can't. And there's the header, the cushioned header by Christian Romero back to the goalkeeper. Bowls it out quickly. They're getting on with things now, Argentina. It's just opening up again. Messi inside the centre circle. Lovely ball out towards the inside left position. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Loops it towards the right side of the penalty area. De Paul back inside the danger zone towards McAllister, and it's volleyed clear for Egypt towards the halfway line. But suddenly Argentina look dangerous, don't they? Martinez on it goes towards McAllister. He falls. He wants a free kick. He's going to get one. I think it's a little bit too far out for a shot on goal. I'd say it must be at least 35 yards plus. It's a lovely turn, and turn Ataya, the number 19. Well, Messi is looking at this one, but it might be a case of just clipping this one in. Half an hour played here in Atlanta, Georgia. Argentina 0, Egypt 1. Just looking at the replay of that header. Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's a good header by McAllister, but if it's either side of the goalkeeper, it's 1-1. It's right at him. It's still a good save, a good reaction save from the keeper, but a yard either side of the keeper, and it's one apiece. Half an hour go on. Argentina preparing this free kick. Remember, you can follow the match on your national broadcaster. You're listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this knockout game between Argentina and Egypt, with Egypt leading by a goal to nil, thanks to Yasser Ibrahim in the 15th minute. Messi is preparing this free kick. Surely it's too far out for a goal. It must be 35 yards plus. It's just to left of centre. I wouldn't put anything past Lionel Messi. It might even be 40 yards from goal. Maybe it's not a shot on goal at all. Maybe it's just going to be clipped in. Let's see what Messi does. Lionel Messi steps up, left-footed, does go for goal! Oh, he's hit the outside of the post. Would you believe it? And it's bounced behind for a goal kick. Well, the referee's given is the referee given a corner? As he suggested that the keeper got fingertips to it. So Messi steps up, left-footed. Let's have a look at this. It's going in towards that far corner. It's got so much curl on it. Yeah, it's the post. The keeper didn't get a touch, though. And it didn't, by the looks of things, take any sort of deflection off the wall. And I think in the end, the referee was advised by the VAR studio not to give the corner, because I think initially he did think that either A, it took a deflection off the wall, or B, it had fingertips from the goalkeeper, but certainly that wasn't the case. What an effort, though, from Messi. I did say it's too far out for a shot on goal. Well, this is Lionel Messi we're talking about. Nothing is off the table. Well, I'll tell you what wasn't off the table. Was I didn't think was on the table, I should say, was a missed penalty, but that's exactly what's happened. We have seen him miss penalties before. We've seen him miss big penalties before, Lionel Messi as well. As Egypt go back to Shobir. Now, how he steadies himself over on the far side. Incredibly, Argentina's XG is at 1.1, Egypt is at 0.13, but it means absolutely nothing because the score is the other way round. It's 1-0 to the Egyptians. Long ball down the right-hand side. It's one to chase by Zico, but Martinez will get there first, and unbeknown to himself, only he knows why, really. He's put the ball out of play for a throw-in. He wasn't under that much pressure, and he could have gone back to his goalkeeper, in fact. It's actually quite poor from the Manchester United man. So it was a throw into Egypt, which went inside the Argentinian half, down the Egyptian right. And short one taken to Salah. Ball back over on the far side. Cross comes in, takes a deflection off an Argentinian player, and there's the header clear from Cristian Romero. And Argentina will get a free kick as well now as the ball is brought down by, I think it's Julian Alvarez, as he's gone down under the challenge from Mohamed Salah. And it's going to be a free kick. Alvarez brings it down beautifully. A bit of a high boot there from Machine, which connects with the knee of the Atletico Madrid man. Alvarez still down, which is a big worry for Lionel Scaloni. But what is more of a worry for Lionel Scaloni at the moment is the fact that his side are losing this game. The reigning champions in danger. Free kick is taken. Alvarez, I'm pleased to say, is back on his feet. He's okay. And Argentina have given the ball away again down this near side, and I've said that so many times already this afternoon as Chavez comes over the halfway line, plays it back inside his own half. Here's Ataya, square to his right. Lachine spreads it towards the right-hand side. They've been good so far, Egypt. This isn't all about Argentina and how poor they've been, although they have fallen very short of their very, very high standards. But Egypt have been superb. They've done everything right so far. And here's Hafez down this near side. He's going to leave it now for Ashur. Infield to Salah, gets the ball back. And he goes all the way back towards the halfway line, just to the right of the centre circle is Lachine. Ball with pace towards the edge of the penalty area. Back it goes. Oh, and then it's a sloppy one. Sloppy touch more than anything else from Ashur. And again, Argentina just gift the ball back again. And then there's a shot from, my goodness me, probably 45 yards plus from Havertz, who saw the headlines in the back pages there with that one. And it's a horrible effort, which sails into Rosette behind. It's a goal kick for Argentina. We've got 10 minutes left of the first half. Argentina and Egypt 1. Martinez goes long now. Headed clear on the halfway line. And Enzo Fernandez picks it up again. Here's Martinez. Romero takes it in his stride, brings it towards the halfway line, just to the right of the centre circle. He's going to lead it for Paredes. Paredes floats one out towards the far side. It's a lovely ball as well. And here's Tagliafico, thought about the cross, thought better of it, finds Enzo Fernandez, left-hand corner of the penalty area. Infield to McAllister. Now Messi goes for the 1-2, edge of the penalty area. Might get the ball back from Alvarez, and in the end it's smuggled clearing out towards the near side. Throw into Argentina, they want to get on with it. Good defending though from Mashur down this near side. Throw in for Argentina, level with the edge of the penalty area down the Argentinian right. And it'll be taken by Molina. He's all the way down the line in an advanced position there, Argentina, gone all the way back towards the halfway line. And Christian Romero, square to Martinez. On to Paredes. McAllister, Messi. Back to DePaul in a central position, very congested midway inside the Egyptian half. It's gone all the way back to Martinez, left it for Paredes again. Paredes twisting, turning, but not really going anywhere. Enzo Fernandez, first time ball back towards the halfway line. Martinez then takes the ball, almost sort of tackles Martinez to get the ball going again for Argentina. Worked out towards that left-hand side. Fernandez. Now Paredes, 45 yards from goal, left of centre. Looks towards his right-hand side. There's an off-the-ball incident there. An Argentinian player goes down. Game carries on. Argentina still with the possession. Loads it in towards that penalty area. Taken down beautifully on the chest. Now Ashur volleys it long down the centre. Salah will chase, but it's tidied up by Christian Romero. Lovely cushioned header by him. And he sets the Argentinians on their way again with Enzo Fernandez, left-hand side of the D. They need more from players like Fernandez, like McAllister, Argentina, if they're going to turn this around. Plenty of time yet. Messi can't control that ball with pace. And Egypt will clear down towards this near side. Ashur, the number 8, goes for the 1-2 down this near side as he continues his run. And then the ball the outside of the boot towards Mo Salah. Not going to find him though, as it's tidied up by Christian Romero. And Argentina have possession again, midway inside their own half. 8 minutes to half-time. Argentina nil, Egypt 1. Messi's taken up position down this near side, just inside the Egyptian half. Plays the ball down the line to DePaul. That's an awful ball by him in field. Messi wins it back though. Now Lionel Messi, left-footed shot. Oh my goodness me, balloons it over the bar. Messi just opened up beautifully. How many times have we seen Messi there in that position, just to the right of the D, couple of touches, and then that right-footed curler towards the far post. And on this occasion he got right underneath it. It was a poor effort, and it's gone behind. And a big huge sigh of relief for the Egyptians there. They lead by a goal to nil, and they've seen Lionel Messi have his penalty saved by Ufa Shabir in the Egyptian goal as well. The ball's going to play down this near side. It's going to be a throw in for Egypt. Midway inside their own half down there left. It'll be taken by Havertz. Goes long, gets the little flick on, but that'll only find Christian Romero. McAllister inside the centre circle, goes back to Martinez. That's the centre-back version, Martinez, rather than the goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. Back to Romero again, and then McAllister. Now it's DePaul. Doesn't like DePaul so far. DePaul, he really has been disappointed, giving the ball away a lot. Long ball forward now for Argentina. That could work. Oh, what a shot! What a save by the goalkeeper! My goodness, that is a stunning save from Julian Alvarez. Long ball forward. It's a brilliant stretch by Tagliafico to play it into the path of Julian Alvarez. Left-footed, low towards the goalkeeper's left-hand side, stretches out that left arm. It's a brilliant save from the goalkeeper. It seemed certain that Argentina were going to be level. Again, you could say, as far as Alvarez goes. If he's tucked it in the corner, there's no way the goalkeeper's going to get there. It's a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. It's still a stunning save because it's all happened so quickly. It was just a long ball forward for Argentina in towards the penalty area, stretching the leg. It didn't look like Tagliafico was going to get there. He stretches out his left leg, cuts it back into the path of Alvarez, who possibly, again, could have had a touch, actually, but he went for it first time, and it seemed certain that Argentina were going to be level. And the hero of the hour, Ufa Shabir, gets down low towards his left-hand side and pushes it behind, and injured himself in the process, hence the break in play. The Pharaohs still leading by a goal to nil, and this is actually Argentina's first corner of the afternoon to be taken from this near side. No guesses for who's taking it, so it will be a left-footed in-swinger. There's a little bit of jostling at the moment, though, between McAllister and Imam Ashur inside that penalty area, hence the delay. Messi now steadies himself. In it comes, gets a little flick on towards the far post. Has it gone out of play? It has. It's come off of an Argentinian head. I think the touch was Tagliafico at the near post, just headed on towards the far post. It's got too much on it, too much of a connection in the end. And behind it goes. Goal kick for Egypt. We're inside the last 5 minutes of the first half. Argentina 0, Egypt 1 in this, the penultimate round of 16 game. We will know by the end of tonight, well, depending on your time zone, of course, we will know the 8 teams left in the competition, and then there'll be a day off. Wednesday the 8th of July, no games, and then the quarterfinals will kick off on Thursday evening with the tournament favourites France against Morocco. That promises to be a cracker, doesn't it? It really does. I think it'll be a far different game to the one France had to play against Paraguay. They had to win ugly in that one. The French, they got it done. They are the widely regarded as the best team to watch in this tournament, France, particularly with that incredible forward line they got, but it was a very different performance that was needed against Paraguay to get through, but get through they did. Now here's De Paul, steadies himself, he can get the ball into the box. Now he goes in field. Paredes sweeps it towards the inside left position. Enzo Fernandez steadies himself. He's going to get the ball into the box. Might fall for Alvarez. Doesn't. Cleared long by Egypt. It almost already feels like the last 5 minutes of the game rather than the last 5 minutes of the first half. Egypt so deep. Argentina have had 7 attempts on goals to Egypt's 2. 3 on target for the South Americans, 1 for the Africans. And here come Argentina again. They want to get themselves level before half-time, don't they? Which will certainly change the half-time team talks. Enzo Fernandez in the inside left position. Down the line it goes. There's the cross. Will it come through for Messi? No, it won't. Clear towards the edge of the penalty area. Alvarez. Messi working space for the shot. Has to go up to Alvarez again. Just retreating outside the penalty area. Turns, gets the shot in and gets underneath it. Behind goal kick. So congested on the edge of that Egyptian penalty area. And Alvarez, we've seen him do that for Atletico. And that's why he's wanted by some of the so-called bigger names across European football. His dream apparently is to play for Barcelona. Whether that works out, whether that happens this summer remains to be seen. Atletico Madrid seem intent on not selling to a rival, which you could understand, which does mean that Alvarez could potentially end up in the Premier League again. Let's not forget he came to Barcelona from Manchester City. Egypt have a throw in their left-back position. Oh, what a lovely turn as well by Mo Salah. Now, what can Salah make of this one? He loses it. It went from the sublime. Again, a really poor De Paul. Well, how many times have I mentioned him giving the ball away? He's just done exactly the same again. Do not be surprised at all if coming out in the second half, Rodrigo De Paul isn't in the lineup for Argentina. He's been that bad. He stood out for me like a sore thumb, just giving the ball away consistently for Argentina. But we shall see. Argentina win it back again. Martinez brings it towards the halfway line. 2 minutes of the first plus stoppage time to go. Here is De Paul. Messi inside right position, cuts in field onto that famous left foot and then pokes it in field. Well, he's going to get a free kick there. He tried to poke it towards De Paul, but he was actually brought down by Marwan Ataya. Free kick to Argentina, midway inside the Egyptian half, just to right of centre. Messi behind it at the moment. He's already hit the post, Messi, with a free kick from 35 yards plus out as he looks for that 8th goal of the tournament. It almost certainly will be his final tournament. Here comes left-footed. Oh my goodness, that's a poor one from Messi, straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Well, we've seen all sorts from Lionel Messi, haven't we, so far tonight? We've seen the missed penalty. We've seen that free kick from all of 35 yards plus hitting the upright. We've seen that shot left-footed from the edge of the penalty area, which he ballooned over the bar. Now we've seen that free kick totally wasted, just floating it into the goalkeeper's arms. A very simple one for the man of the half, Ufa Shabir, who's placed himself very nicely in contention for man of the match here. This is going to be a free kick now to Egypt, just inside the Argentinian half as Mo Salah goes down. Fourth official now coming out with the board. We'll certainly have a minimum of 3 minutes to add at the end of the first 45. And the first 45 that promises plenty in the second, with a huge shock potentially on our hands here. Ball's gone out of play. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Ball's come off of Alexis McAllister over the far side. So it's a free throw in for the Egyptians on the halfway line. The number 3, Mohamed Hani, to take it. Gets the little flick on down the line. There's a little bit of head tennis, and in the end, Argentina get it cleared towards the halfway line. It almost reaches Messi. But inside the centre circle, there's the header on Havertz out towards the near side. He's played well down this left-hand side for Egypt. That's good work, though, down this near side by Molina to win the ball back for Argentina, then floats the ball infield. It's a lovely ball as well. McAllister takes it down beautifully inside the centre circle. Looks towards that left-hand side, but that run is being made by Tagliafico, but he's gone infield to Enzo Fernandez, out towards the inside right position, and DePaul. DePaul scoops it back towards the halfway line, and Argentina now have everybody bar their goalkeeper inside the Egyptian half as they search for this equaliser before the break, trailing Egypt by a goal to nil. DePaul again in the inside right position. There's the cross, left-footed, headed clear towards the edge of the penalty area, and a further header clear by Lachine out towards the far side. Brought down though for Argentina. They'll come again. Alvarez. Back it goes to Paredes. Paredes floats one in. That's a lovely ball as well, but that's a good piece of defending to head the ball back to the goalkeeper from Havertz to get there before Lionel Messi. A minute and a half of stoppage time played. Argentina 0, Egypt 1. This would really open up this side of the draw as well. Ball scoop forward down the left-hand side for Egypt. It's going to go all the way through to Emi Martinez. Kicks long. The Aston Villa goalkeeper, right-footed. Header clear. There's going to be a free kick though there for a foul by Julian Alvarez, just jumping into the back of the Egyptian player who is the number 5, Rami Rabia. Just looking at a replay of this one. It's not a great deal in that at all. It's the way he's fallen, actually. In fact, it's borderline as to whether it was either a free kick, but what it was a nasty, nasty fall from the number 5 for Egypt. And on comes the trainer, so we've got a bit of a break in place, so we'll have more than the initial 5 minutes to add on at the end of the first 45 minutes. Story of the game so far, Yasser Ibrahim heading Egypt into the lead in the 15th minute, and then about 5 or so minutes later, penalty for Argentina, and Messi saw his fairly tame, it has to be said, penalty saved by Ufa Shabir, who's made another couple of cracking saves, particularly one from, well, there was one from the header from Alexis McAllister, another from a shot by Julian Alvarez, and he's kept his team ahead here. He really has, because Argentina, other than the goal, have had all the chances. Egypt haven't created anything other than that goal. But Argentina have not been themselves. They've given the ball away cheaply on numerous occasions. And Egypt have got a couple of minutes to hang out here to go in at half-time leading. Hassan making a run down the right-hand side. Done well there. Can he keep the ball in play? He can. Down towards the corner flag he goes. Sailed up by Tagliafico. Manages to get the ball into the box. Headed clear by Martinez. Edge of the 6-yard area. And Argentina can bring it clear now with DePaul. Takes it out towards this far side. He's got nobody there, no outlet, so has to go back towards the edge of his penalty area, and Molina has it on the right hand corner of the penalty area. Infield to Romero, bringing the ball forward towards the halfway line. Here's DePaul and Paredes. Messi, deep position. He's inside the centre circle now as Lionel Messi. Low towards his left, and Paredes gets it out towards that far side. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Back infield to Messi. 45 yards from goal. Ball on his left foot now. What can the little magician produce now? Just pokes it back towards Paredes again. Now Alvarez comes deep. Alvarez takes it towards the left-hand side, leaves it for Enzo Fernandez. Low out towards Tagliafico, level the edge of the penalty area. Back in field immediately to Enzo Fernandez once more. Argentina pushing for an equaliser here. Inside stoppage time. Alvarez, square to Messi. 4 players around him. Still managed to scoop it out towards the left-hand side. Gets the ball back. Ball down towards the touchline, and in the end, that ball has come off of Tagliafico. It's gone behind. It's a goal kick, and I think that will be that. Good defending on this occasion by Mohamed Hani down that right-hand side for Egypt. We played the 5 minutes of stoppage time. It's one other additional time the referee is going to add on for that nasty fall some moments ago. And that was Hafez, I think it was, who went down. He seems to be okay. He's coming back on. He's just doing his bootlace up. So at the moment, the Egyptians are down to 10 men momentarily until he comes back on. Deep in stoppage time, end of the first half. And the ball goes out of play over the far side. So Egypt will have a throw-in midway inside the Egyptian half. But this will give the opportunity for Karim Hafez to come back on. And it's going to have to be one of the best team talks of Lionel Scaloni's career as Argentinian manager, I think, at half-time, to turn this one around. As Hassan has it over on the far side, level the edge of the Argentinian penalty area. Now Salah scoops it out towards his near side, but it's behind its intended recipient, who was Havertz. Goes out of play, and Argentina now have a throw. Have we got time to take it? We played 6 minutes of stoppage time now, so the referee's already added on an additional minute after the one was played on. Long ball forward for Messi, and that's going to go through to the goalkeeper Shubir. And it's kind of pertinent, really, that the ball ends up with the Egyptian goalkeeper Ufa Shabir, because he's been the hero of the hour, or the first 45 minutes for Egypt, saving that Lionel Messi penalty after Yassir Ibrahim had given the Egyptians a shot lead. The current champions are in trouble here in Atlanta. Half-time, it's Argentina 0, Egypt 1, back in 15 minutes for the second half. Lisandro Martinez, Christian Romero and Molina. Midfield quartet of Fernandes, McAllister, DePaul and Paredes, with Julian Alvarez and Messi up front. For the Egyptians, Shobir in goal. Back four from left to right of Havez, Rabia, Ibrahim and Hani. Back at the quartet in midfield of Ashur, Lataya, Lachine and Hassan, with Zico and Salah at top. And pot off the press, there is a change. Hamdi Fati has come on, the number 14, in place of Imam Ashur. And that's on the left side of midfield. So Argentina are in their usual home strip, the blue and white striped shirts, white shorts, white socks. Egypt, red shirts, black shorts, black socks. Egypt getting us underway, second half, playing from left to right for a place in the quarterfinals to play either Colombia or Switzerland in the next round. Our referee is Francois Letexia. And it's the winners of Group J against the team that finished second in Group G. Here come Argentina, start of the second half. That's a nice clearance, so towards the halfway line by Rabia. He's got a player on the far side, and there will be a throw-in for Egypt. Over on the far side on the Egyptian left. It's going to be taken by the number 15, Havez. Martinez involved. Egypt get a free kick. It was a foul actually by Lisandro Martinez just to the left of the centre circle. A lot of empty seats start the second. A lot of fans have made their way back into their seats as yet. The crowd heavily favoured for the South Americans, who've got a real job to do in this second half to turn this around and remain on track to defend their title they won 4 years ago in Qatar. Maybe you can follow the match on your national broadcast. You are listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this round of 16 game between Argentina and Egypt. Argentina 0, Egypt 1. McAllister back towards DePaul. Paredes square again to his left-hand side. Lisandro Martinez stepping forward at 35 yards from goal now, and finds Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez out towards the inside, right position. Here's Messi, cuts in on that left foot, working spacey for a shot. There's the low ball towards the edge of the penalty area, gets the ball back. Messi goes for the 1-2. Messi again, ball on his right foot this time, lays it off. Shot comes in, and it's a tame effort from the right side of the D by Molina. Probably not the man he wanted it to fall to, but Messi just couldn't find space for the shot. It was DePaul actually with the shot, right-footed. Tame effort from him. Had a poor first half actually, DePaul. What's going on here? The Egyptian goalkeeper has gone down, and he wants a free kick for a challenge from Julian Alvarez. But he wants more than a free kick. He's waving the pretend card. Free kick taken over Egypt. Ibrahim on towards the halfway line. One back. Oh, one back. No, it's not one back because of the foul there, according to the referee. The foul by Tagliafico on Hassan. And it'll be a free kick. Just touched his, didn't see much in that, to be quite honest with you. Free kick though to Egypt. And French referee. No yellow cards to tell you about thus far. 3 minutes into the second period. Here's Hani. Down the line to Hassan. Hassan immediately plays it back inside his own half. Ibrahim retreating back towards his own penalty area. Goes back to the goalkeeper. First time clearance by Shobir towards the halfway line. Argentina, though, will get it clear. It'll fall from McAllister. Forward to Alvarez. Alvarez, through it goes. Messi, can he get onto it? Just forced wide a goal. Lionel Messi. And will that go through for a corner? And no, it won't, because the linesman over on the far side is pointed for a goal kick. There was a ball through the centre there towards Messi, and it wasn't a particularly good one, actually. It forced Messi wide, right-hand side of the goal. And he was racing down towards the touchline. Thought he played it off the defender for a goal kick, but the ball went the other way. Rabia goes long towards this near side, searching out Hassan. Looped up into the air by Tagliafico, and Argentina will come again. Finish the first half the strongest. The Argentinians searching for that equaliser, which they couldn't find. Much of that to do with the Egyptian goalkeeper Shobir, with a couple of cracking saves. Here they come again down this right-hand side now with Paredes. Down the line to Molina. Oh, that towards the halfway line. Christian Romero just outside the centre circle. Everybody by Emi Martinez inside the Egyptian half. Got to be careful they don't get too deep too early here. Egypt, there's still a long, long way to go in this round of 16 game. And still plenty of time for the tie to be turned on its head, for the right to play either Colombia or Switzerland. The last 16 tie later on tonight. Cross from the right-hand side for Argentina, just above the head of Julian Alvarez. And Egypt can get it clear. Now Salah, might have a break on here. Releases it to Hassan. Over the halfway line he comes. Looking to take on Tagliafico down this right-hand side. He's continued his run, just forced wide by Tagliafico, and in the end he does well to get himself a throw-in. Level with the edge of the Argentinian penalty here down the right-hand side as he orchestrates the Egyptian fans in the crowd. They are outnumbered, but they're making themselves heard here in Atlanta, Georgia. Throw-in be taken by Mohamed Mani. Down the line it goes, and then Egypt cheaply give the ball back to the Argentinians. Fernandez back towards the edge of his penalty area. And now Paredes can bring the ball clear. Paredes for Argentina. Just shy of the halfway line. Over the halfway line it goes eventually. De Paul is going to scoop one out towards his near side. Brought down nicely by Martinez. Enzo Fernandez. Infield it goes again to Paredes. Back to Enzo Fernandez once more. Paredes out towards the inside right position. So many numbers forward here. Argentina edge of the penalty area. Goes to Enzo Fernandez again. 30 yards from goal. Low ball out to Tagliafico. Just forced back by Hassan. Maintain possession here, Argentina. Low ball towards the edge of the penalty area. Scoop forward. There's the header on, and it could have fallen anywhere. But it was the header from Enzo Fernandez. Cleared out towards the near side. Retrieved by Tagliafico. Now Alexis McAllister. Again, it's Enzo Fernandez, left-hand corner of the penalty area. Goes back to Alexis McAllister. It's so congested on the edge of that Egyptian penalty area. And they've lost it, have they? Oh, my goodness me. I tell you what, Mo Salah looked like he could have been through there. Look, thought he pinched the ball back midway inside the Argentinian half with all the Argentinian players forward. But it was a foul by the Egyptian king. So free kick for Argentina. Messi hit the post with one in the first half, all from about 35 yards plus. This one is too far out the sheet. This must be 50 yards from goal, just to left of centre, but the Argentinian superstar is behind it. He's going to clip one in here, left-footed, and it comes from Messi, and that's not a particularly good one. Punched clear by the goalkeeper out towards the far side. Thought he could have held that, actually, Shabir. Don't want to criticise him for the game that he's having so far this evening. First mistake I think he's made. He could have held that ball. He's just gifted possession back to Argentina immediately. Shot comes in. It's not a bad effort. Goodness me, right-footed. Rising over the bar, behind for a goal kick, but it just opened up nicely here. I think it was Molina with the shot, right-footed from all about 35 yards out. Messi clipped in the free kick, too close to the goalkeeper again. Keeper should be holding that, punches it clear. He gets plenty on it, I'll give him that, but even still, I think he could have caught that one easily. Egypt now with possession on the halfway line. Addy infield to Hassan. It's a juggling act at the moment for Argentina. They've got to force the issue, try and find this equaliser. But if they were to be hit with another sucker punch, as they were in the first half, then 2-0 becomes very, very difficult to turn around for the current world champions. That's given away by Alexis McAllister, but was there a handball in there? The referee's going to call this back for a free kick to Argentina inside the centre circle. 8 minutes played at the start of the second. Argentina 0, Egypt 1. Yasser Ibrahim in the 15th minute for the Africans. As Enzo Fernandez scoops one out towards the inside right position. Beautifully brought down by Paredes. Infield to Messi. Now Martinez. Martinez has Enzo Fernandez ahead of him. Finds him ball down towards the byline. Tagliafico, can he get the cross in? It's not a bad effort as well. Nobody really in there in an Argentinian shirt, and so the Egyptians clear. Messi picks it up, edge of the penalty area, loses possession. Egypt bring it clear. Ball out towards this near side now. This is where they need to be clever. Egypt, well, they have won a throw-in. Sliding challenge from Christian Romero down this near side, making sure Mateo didn't get any further down this left-hand side. Now racing down this near side is Alexis McAllister, but the referee has pulled this back for a free kick, I believe. Indeed he has. This free kick, that's a throw-in, I should say, down this near side, but inside the Egyptian half. Mohamed Hani will take it, gets the ball back immediately, and then just gives the ball straight back to Argentina. They've got to be careful here. They don't keep doing that, Egypt. They are giving the ball away far too cheaply at the moment. And you feel it's only a matter of time before Argentina, with the quality that it have, with the likes of Alvarez, Messi, make them pay. But what remains to be seen is Paredes. Christian Romero. Square to his right, Messi. Messi being pushed back over on the far side, wants a free kick, gets a free kick. And this free kick is all of about 45 yards from goal, level with the right-hand side of the penalty area. The foul, Messi just holds it up, waits for the challenge to come in and just dragged down by the number 14, the man who came on at half-time as a substitute, Hamdi Fati. He's conceded this free kick, and another opportunity maybe for Messi behind it as well is Paredes, who could offer the right-footed alternative here for the Argentinians. 10 minutes into the second half, Argentina 0, Egypt 1. Egypt heading into their first ever World Championship quarter-final. As it stands, Messi then goes short this time. Eventually reaches Enzo Fernandez, left-hand side of the D. Couldn't find space for a shot, so goes all the way back towards the halfway line. Eventually goes back out to Paredes over on the far side. Back in field it goes. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Midway inside the Egyptian half. And he goes back to Molina, worked out towards the inside right position for Argentina, continues to have plenty forward. Now it's opening up for Messi. Messi edge of the penalty area, and then he just overruns it. First touch was beautiful, his second one not so. And again, Egypt just clear long. There's nobody there in a red shirt. It's going to be a long 35 minutes plus stoppage time. It really is for Egypt. They carry on like this. Long ball forward now for Argentina. There's the header across the 6-yard. It was the right idea. It was the right idea from Julian Alvarez, but there's nobody there, and it bounces through to the goalkeeper. Keeper has it then. Ufa Shobir. Whatever happens tonight, he can put down on his CV that he saved the penalty from Lionel Messi. Could be more penalties to save, of course, later if this game were to finish level. Extra time, 30 minutes, still level. Penalties. Long way away from that so far. Ball goes out of play from the far side. The last touch has come off an Argentinian player, and that Argentinian player is Raul Molina. So it'll be a throw-in for Egypt. Midway inside their own half, down their left-hand side. And it'll be taken by Karim Havez. They've lost it again, Egypt. Keep doing that too often. Messi wins the throw-in, level with the edge of the penalty area down the Argentinian right. Just getting sloppy in possession now as Argentina continue to press for this equaliser. Here's Paredes. Lining up a shot here is Paredes. Cross in the end. Looked all to the world as if he was going to play it in. And again, Egypt give it away. Martinez, left-hand side of the penalty area. Looking to try and win himself a throw-in as he goes in between two players. Once a free kick goes down far too easily. And Egypt can clear. He stayed down, Martinez, but he clearly lost the ball. And this is a good run down this near side by Hassan. Looking to take on 1, 2, 3 players. He still continues. He won't lose possession. He doesn't. And here goes Mo Salah. Ball into the box. Will he get there first? It's 2-0 to the Egyptians. Poked through towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. And Zico has doubled their lead, and the world champions are in huge trouble here in Atlanta. We've got a huge shock on our hands. It's Argentina 0, Egypt 2, and it all came about from Martinez losing possession left-hand side of the penalty area, but my goodness, didn't they break quickly. The Argentinians were short at the back. I did say earlier that the Egyptians had to play it right if they could steal possession. The Argentinians were likely to leave gaps as they tried desperately to get themselves back on level terms. And what brilliant work by Hassan, the number 12, making that darting run inside the penalty area. It really was. Just looking at whether or not Martinez should have had a free kick, I don't think he should have. I think it's fair and square, that challenge on him. And then Hassan picks it up, makes his run inside the penalty area. That's brilliant. Ball comes through. VAR are looking at it, by the way. Oh, he does have his right foot stood on Martinez, and if that's the reason he loses his footing and eventually Egypt clear the ball and score, then this goal is going to be chalked off, which is a real shame because it was such an incredible break. Mo Salah, by the way, with the assist, pokes it through with the outside of his boot beautifully beyond the defender into the path of Zico. And Zico, first time finish into the roof of the net, but is this going to be disallowed? Well, here comes referee. It's our French referee, Francois Letizia. Huge moment in this game on the hour. Argentina 0, Egypt 2, or is it? And the final decision is a free kick to Argentina. What a huge let-off for the world champions. They still lead, they still trail, I should say, but they trail by 1-0 rather than 2-0. And, of course, they'll have a free kick now for that foul on Lisandro Martinez. What a huge moment in this game. And it was the number 19, Marwan Ataya, with the who stood on the boot of Lisandro Martinez. The Egyptians not happy with the decision at all. Of course they're not. They thought they were in dreamland there, heading towards the quarterfinals. For this game is back in the balance. 1-0 to Egypt. An hour played. Free kick to Argentina, just in field from the left-hand corner flag. Messi to take it. Left-footed. Well, this could be huge if Argentina suddenly get level following that, when it looked as if Egypt had a 2-goal lead. And it comes from Messi. There's the header! Oh, my goodness me. And it's gone wide of the goalkeeper's right post. It'll be a corner. Tagliafico, I think it was, who got his head on it, and it hit an Egyptian player. Could have gone anywhere. Well, it went behind for a corner to Argentina. They're just their second of the afternoon. Messi, left-footed, and it comes. A lot of height on it. And it's headed clear and out towards the far side. It will be retrieved, though, by De Paul. First-time ball back into the box, volleyed clear. Good clearance as well, out of play on the far side. So Argentina have a throw-in, a few yards inside the Egyptian half. And the pattern for the second half has been established. Argentina dominated the possession, and Egypt looking on the break to counter and get a second. Next goal in this tie is huge. Argentina get it, then all the momentum will be with them. Egypt get it, and it could be curtains for the Argentinians. Enzo Fernandez in field, and Alexis McAllister just fell over then. That definitely wasn't a free kick. And here is another of these Egyptian breaks. It's Mo Salah, takes the ball towards the near side. Here's the dangerous Hassan, who made that brilliant run that resulted in that goal that was eventually chalked off. And he's won himself a throw-in down this near side. 62 minutes played. Argentina 0, Egypt 1. Remember, you can follow the match on your national broadcaster. You are listening to independent studio-based off-tube commentary of this last 16 tie between Argentina and Egypt. Throw-in is taken. Salah involved in that chalked-off goal with his assist. Lovely assist with the outside of the boot as well. He wriggles his way back inside his own half. Here's Rabia. Square to his left. And Alves had a really good first half. Just trying to kill the game at the moment. Egypt just trying to take the sting out of it. They've gone back towards the edge of their penalty area. Just being told the yellow card was issued to Zico, by the way. And that's the first yellow card of the afternoon. As once more the Egyptians win it back. Ball threaded through towards the aforementioned number 11. And that one comes to nothing. And Argentina have it again over the halfway line. De Paul over on the far side. Now Martinez. Paredes through towards McAllister. He's pushed over, but fairly, says the referee. Just a shoulder barge, I think. And to be fair, McAllister just went down far too easily. A couple of times he's done that in the last couple of minutes. Here's Salah down this near side. He's challenged, loses possession. Tries to win it back. The referee could have played on because Argentina had possession anyway. Through Martinez. Looking to take the free kick quickly now, Argentina, which they do. Messi picks it up just outside the centre circle, inside the Egyptian half. Threads one through towards this near side. Enzo Fernandez. Round one, round two. Back to Messi. Infield it goes. De Paul. 35 yards from goal. Left of centre. Now Romero. They're in a line, 6 in a line on the edge of the 18-yard line for Egypt. Comes out towards his near side in the end. Tagliafico, there's the cross. It's a good one as well. Headed clear out towards the far side, and a further header clear out towards that far touchline. And Argentina carry on. They could have taken the throw. They want to get things going again. Here they go, edge of the penalty area. Messi, 3 red shirts around him immediately as soon as he got the ball there. Messi, 3 around him. Still managed to keep possession by going all the way back towards the halfway line. Argentina. And in the end, they're having to go back to Martinez, the goalkeeper. First time ball by him. Looks like it's going to have too much on it from the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Indeed it does, and he goes behind. There'll be a goal kick to Egypt, and there's going to be a change here for Argentina, and we're going to see Inter Milan's Lautaro Martinez coming on shortly. Game has recommenced though, and that will happen shortly. 65 minutes played. Egypt give the ball away again on the halfway line. Can Argentina take advantage? De Paul. On it goes, Paredes again. Now Messi. Now De Paul. He's going to float one in towards the penalty area, and it's put behind for a corner. Didn't know what was behind him then. It was floated in towards the far post. And it was the number 11 who just... Zico just cushioning that one behind. A couple of changes actually for Argentina before this corner. I mentioned Martinez coming on. De Paul is off. No surprise there. He's been really, really poor. Tagliafico is the other player departing. And coming on is Martinez, as I just mentioned. And also it's going to be Nicolas Gonzalez, the plays in Serie A for Juventus. Corner for Argentina over the far side. Messi's going to go short again. Right corner of the penalty area. Gets the ball back. Ball on his left foot. Oh, brilliantly down towards the byline. Tries to cut it back, and it'll go behind for another corner for Argentina. Lovely skill again from Messi. Looked all to the world as if he was going to float that ball in left foot, and then suddenly chopped it onto his right, down towards the byline. And before he got the opportunity to cut the ball back from the byline, it's across came Zico to put the ball behind. So Martinez is on now. Offers an additional threat up front for Argentina. Messi with the corner. In it comes, and it's headed clear towards the edge of the penalty area. There's the further header clear. Mo Salah will chase, and Argentina is short at the back now. Can Salah get it right on this occasion? Salah still motoring towards the edge of the penalty area. He's got support, and he needs support. He gets the support down towards the byline. There's the ball cut back. That will be 2-0. They won't be ruling that one out. It's Zico. 2-0 to Egypt. And for the second time in this second half, they look as if they've put this game out of the reach of the world champions Argentina. Here at Atlanta, a huge shock on the cards. It's Argentina 0, Egypt 2. A brilliant break. Argentina knocking on the door at the other end, desperately trying to find an equaliser, and it all came about from a corner. Lionel Messi with the corner, so quick to break. Brilliant work, first of all, by Mo Salah. As the ball was cleared, on it went towards Hassan, and Hassan down towards the byline, cut the ball back, and there was Zico. First time finish, brilliant finish as well. And surely Egypt are on their way to the quarterfinals for the first time. It's Argentina 0, Egypt 2, and a well-deserved second goal from the Egyptians. They've been absolutely superb this afternoon. Cut back by Hassan. Zico, first time finish. Rifles it beyond Emi Martinez towards his right-hand side. No chance for the Argentinian goalkeeper. And well, who saw this one coming? Argentina 0, Egypt 2. Messi, of course, who missed that penalty in the first half when Argentina were trading 1-0. Well, they're now trading 2-0. And it's going to take a huge momentum change to keep Argentina's hopes alive of defending their crown. Egypt have been absolutely superb. And we knew that in this second half, game has kicked off again now. By the way, we are more than midway through the second half. Thought we might have had the hydration break, but the game goes on. Here's Argentina at the far end. Cross comes in from the left-hand side. That's cleared. And there's 2 changes made for Argentina, resulted in Argentina going further behind, haven't they? Alvarez. Paredes square to his right side. Here's Messi. Still Messi. Can he poke it out towards the far side? He can. Ball goes back in field again to Paredes. Argentina again committing so many forward where they've got to, haven't they? Particularly now they're 2-0 down. Cross comes in from that far side. There's the header clear from the edge of the six-yard area by Hani. Played back into the mix again, put out a player from the far side, and it'll be a throw-in to Argentina right next to the corner flag. 21 minutes left for play. Argentina nil, Egypt 2. And Argentina take the throw-in over on the far side. Here's Alexis McAllister. No ball back towards Martinez. McAllister again. McAllister's going to scoot one through towards Messi. It's not going to reach Lionel Messi. And the Egyptians can clear, but they lose possession. Martinez, edge of the penalty area. So congested in there. Eventually worked out towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. And then put out a play. Throw in for Argentina. Hassan with the throw. He's gone down. I think he's suffering with cramp by the looks of things. The number 12 for Egypt. He's gone down inside his own penalty area. Did well there just to prevent Nicolas Gonzalez from getting past him. And there is the call for the hydration break. 20 minutes left for play. Argentina nil, Egypt 2. And I mean, looking at the previous performances by Egypt, I don't necessarily think this was coming. I mean, this was a team that drew one apiece with Iran. They needed penalties to get past Australia. And for Argentina, up until that Cape Verde game, it was plain sailing for them in the group, wasn't it? With a 3-0 victory over Algeria, 2-0 over Austria, 3-1 against Jordan. All looked to be going well for the reigning champions. Then that game against Cape Verde, yes, they came through, but my goodness, they looked vulnerable. And Egypt have taken advantage of that vulnerability, I think, this afternoon for Argentina. 2 goals, 1 in each half. Yasser Ibrahim in the first, Rauf Zico in the second half. And Argentina, after the conclusion of this second half hydration break, have a mountain to climb. They've made 2 changes, bringing on Nico Gonzalez and Lautaro Martinez. Messi remains on. Julian Alvarez, he had a huge chance in the first half, but to be fair, in the second half, they've not created a great deal. If you think about the opportunities Argentina have had in this game, they pretty much all came in that first half, where they were unable to get the equaliser. Well, now they need more than 1, they need 2, and that's just to get extra time with and that's providing there's no response at all from the Egyptians, who are carrying such a threat on the break. They've set their stall out for the second half brilliantly well. They really have. They're in defending intelligently. Yes, on occasions losing the ball, but quick to react to that and quick to reset and readjust. Remember, you can follow the match on your national broadcaster. 18 minutes left for play. And Morocco and Egypt, who, well, they've won they've been the champions of Africa on 7 different occasions. And in the last round, of course, against Australia, that was their first ever victory in the knockout game in the World Cup. And this one would be their second and most important and biggest ever, and also give them their first ever appearance in the quarterfinals of the championship. Now, we've got some changes here. First of all, for Argentina, and we've got the number 4, Gonzalo Montiel, coming on. And it looks as if the Egyptians are going to make a change as well. I think Hassan is done. Argentina with possession down to the side. Low ball into the box. There's the shot. And I think it was Martinez. It's blocked and cleared. Important block in there for Egypt as the game recommences following the hydration break, with Argentina looking to somehow get themselves back into this game. So just confirmation of the changes that we've had. So Trezeguet has come on for the Egyptians, and that's the number 7, and he's replaced Hassan, who, to be fair, number 12, he was out on his feet, wasn't he? He could barely walk, but what a shift he's put in. And another change for the Argentinians, with Montiel coming on, and he's replaced Molina, the Atletico Madrid man, the number 26. So that's all tidied up for you. 16 minutes left on the clock. Argentina trailing 2-0. Now, ball towards the edge of the penalty. It's cut out It'll drop again. The volley into the box. It's got a lot on it. It'll drop down the left-hand side of the penalty area for Argentina. Played back in towards the danger area. And then just a stretched out leg, I think, from Martinez, which goes well wide of the goalkeeper's left-hand post and behind for a goal kick to Egypt. And it was just a volleyed ball into the box from the right-hand side. Now what's going on here? The Egyptian goalkeeper has gone down on the touchline. Not entirely sure why. Referee's telling him to get to his feet. Martinez has come across to complain, presumably complaining about time wasting. Well, they got out of a bit of a hole, didn't they, against Cape Verde? But this is very, very different. Let's not forget, they never trailed in that game. They were pulled back on 2 occasions, 1-0 up, 2-1 up. But on this one occasion, they're trailing, and they're not just trailing, they are trailing by 2 goals. McAllister outside the centre circle, inside the Egyptian half. Forward with pace towards the edge of the penalty area. Egypt can get it clear, but Martinez cleans up for a much change now. Argentinian side. 3 changes. Messi, deep position. 40 yards from goal. He wriggles his way towards the centre. Challenged. Ball drops kindly for Argentina, though, in the form of Paredes. Now Enzo Fernandez pokes one through down towards the byline, and here's Julian Alvarez across the face of goal, and somehow there's nobody there to put it in, but in fact I think he was offside anyway. Flag is up over on the far side, but brilliant last-ditch defending there to get the ball clear anyway from Trezeguet. It mattered not. Just looking at a replay. Oh, it's very tight. I think it might just have been offside. It mattered not. Really good defending from Trezeguet at the far post before an Argentinian would have had a tap in. And we're inside the last 14 minutes now. Long ball forward now for Egypt. That one's cleared by Martinez. On it goes to Paredes. Inside the centre circle for Argentina. Heavy touch there. And it was Messi, of all people, losing possession inside the centre circle for Argentina. And Lachine has it. Plays it back inside his own half. Here's the really impressive Alves over on the far side. Infield to Rabia. And towards Alves again. It's going to float one over towards this near side. Hani can bring it over the halfway line to the right of the centre circle. Forward to Salah. Putting a real shift this afternoon, hasn't he, the captain? The attendance is in, 68,239. Now ball inside the penalty area for Egypt. Looking for a third here. Can they cut the ball back? Shot comes in, and that's really selfish from Trezeguet from the tight angle. He had to square that ball, and in the end he tried to beat the goalkeeper at the near post, and it goes into the side netting. So 68,239 here at the Atlanta Stadium in Georgia to witness what probably is going to be the biggest shock, I would say, of the tournament. McAllister. Alvarez goes out towards the far side. Just held up. Back in field again to Messi. Messi goes for the 1-2. Still Messi. Just about held up by Enzo Fernandez. Back to McAllister. So congested again on the edge of that penalty. They got everybody back here. Egypt in field towards McAllister. McAllister plays one in, and it doesn't quite fall for Messi. Well, he does get a shot in of sorts. It just hits the Egyptian defender out towards this near side. Here they come again. Argentina desperately trying to find their way back into this. Martinez, there's the cross towards the far post, and that's going to be another corner. That's come off of Trezeguet's head at the far post, and Argentina will have their 5th corner of the afternoon. 12 minutes now left of the 90. No sign yet of a famous comeback here for Lionel Scaloni's men. Messi with the corner. Left-footed, not a particularly good one. Headed by Trezeguet at the near post. It come back to Messi over on the far side. Again tries to put the ball into the box. That hits Trezeguet's heel, goes out of play, and Argentina will have a throw-in midway inside the Egyptian half. Messi himself takes it. Now it's Paredes inside the centre circle for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez back in field to Paredes. Alvarez back out towards the far side. It's Messi. There's the left-footed cross. There's the head. It must be a goal. It's a goal. Argentina are back in it. They've halved the deficit, and it's come from the defender Christian Romero in the 79th minute. Well, he got a header, didn't he? In the game against Cape Verde, that was important. This one could be even more important. And it's Argentina 1, Egypt 2. Cross from the left-hand side, definitely onside, just looking at a replay of it. Clean header, and the goalkeeper, my goodness, he nearly saves that. He's been incredible tonight, the goalkeeper. He gets a hand to it, left, puts out the left hand. He just can't get a strong enough hand on it to clear it. And he pushes it into the net almost. You can't blame the goalkeeper for it, to be fair. It's Messi then with the assist on this occasion. But it's Christian Romero with the goal. 79 minutes. Argentina 1, Egypt 2. It's game on here at the Atlanta Stadium. And they're going to make a change as a result of that by the looks of things immediately. Zico's coming off for Egypt. And it really will be a backs against the wall. But it's Marmoush, actually. Well, I mentioned him earlier. He's really struggled to get in this side, Marmoush. The Manchester City man, of course. Here come Argentina again. They want an equaliser straight away. Messi. Edge of the penalty area. Will it come back to him? No, it won't. And it's volleyed clear out towards the far side. They've got to be careful here. They don't get desperate with their clearances, Egypt. And they've won themselves a throw-in, actually, because that ball has ricocheted, I think, off of Montiel. So it's a throw-in. So 10 minutes of the 90. Argentina 1, Egypt 2. And it's a throw-in which will be taken over on the far side by the number 15, Chavez. They've given the ball back to Argentina straight away. Again, they've got to be careful here, Egypt. They've got to be clever. They've got to be careful. 2 goals to the good as they were. And suddenly now the game back in the balance. And Argentina smelling blood here, searching an equaliser. Plenty of time to do it as well. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Floats it back towards Paredes. Now Messi. McAllister. Back out to Messi. Right inside of the penalty area. Lionel Messi. Down towards the byline. Just holds the ball up. Pokes it back towards McAllister. Tries to get the cross in. Takes a deflection. And it's another corner for Argentina. They're racking up these corners now, the Argentinians. From the far side. And this game is very much back in the balance now following that goal from Christian Romero. It really is. Now Messi with this latest corner. Nobody's come over for the short one, so he's going to swing it in. Swings it in, and it's punched clear towards the edge of the penalty, and then there's a volley clear on the edge of the penalty area, inside the D, to clear for the Egyptians. Good punch, actually, from the goalkeeper. Got to mention that. Shabir again. Messi again. Messi. Messi continues. Still Messi. Can he cut the ball back? There's the header, and it's over the bar. What an opportunity. What a run, first of all, by Messi, just slaloming into the penalty area. And it was Martinez who sort of headed it down into the ground. He heads it down into the ground and then it bounces up. But wide of the goalkeeper's right-hand post. The goalkeeper, Ufas Shabir, just watched it go agonisingly wide of his right-hand post. And it's a goal kick for Egypt. They survive on that particular occasion. Shabir takes it long. And Argentina have it again on the halfway line. There's Montiel over on their far side. Over the halfway line it comes. Down this near side. A little bit of space has opened up as well for Nico Gonzalez for Argentina. Now Alvarez. And quite quiet Alvarez, got to be said, for the season he's had as well for Atletico Madrid. There he is again, Alvarez. Back out to Messi. Ball on his left foot. Tempted cross is blocked. It comes back to Messi. Gets another cross in. They're queuing up at the far post. Won't quite fall for Martinez. Halfway, there's the shot! And it's volleyed in, and it's Lionel Messi! He's done it again! Would you believe it? The greatest player of all time has volleyed Argentina level! What a turnaround here in Atlanta! It's Argentina 2, Egypt 2, and Messi has done it once again for Argentina, his 8th goal of the tournament. And the Golden Boot is within reach again, but so too is the quarterfinals for Lionel Scaloni's men. This just did not seem possible 5 minutes ago when Argentina were trailing by 2-0, but never write off the world champions. They are level, and who else but Lionel Messi in his 200th, I should say, 204th cap for his country. He comes up trumps yet again. It's a brilliant finish as well, and it really is. He lashes it in. They always look better when they come off the inside of the bar, and that's exactly what happened. They're just all over the place at the back, the Egyptians, desperately trying to clear the ball. Well, they cleared it to the wrong person. They cleared it to Lionel Messi about 12 yards out, and left-footed, he lashes it in beyond the goalkeeper, who again gets fingertips to it. And poor old Ufa Shabir, who's had an absolutely stunning match, he really has. He saved the Lionel Messi penalty in the first half. Well, he got fingertips to that one. He couldn't keep it out, pushed it onto the inside of the bar. In it goes. And it's Argentina 2, Egypt 2. And now suddenly, from nowhere, Argentina are huge favourites to come through this and go through to the quarterfinals. Ball goes out of play on the far side. 5 minutes left of the 90. And Argentina will want this done in 90, won't they? They won't want the extra time. The winner of this one, remember, plays either Switzerland or Colombia. That one plays later. But of course, what Argentina can do is they can stop committing so many men forward to prevent the Egyptian counter. There was always the threat of the counter, and that's how Egypt got their second goal, of course. But now that we're all level, we're going to see a more pragmatic approach from Lionel Scaloni's men. 2 apiece. What a match. Well, the last Argentinian game between themselves and Cape Verde is going down as the game of the tournament so far. Well, this one now can't be far off. It really has been an astonishing match. It's had everything, including a Lionel Messi penalty miss. We had Lionel Messi hitting the post from a free kick from what seemed like about the halfway line. It really was. And the ball's gone out of play. We can have a bit of a breather. It's a goal kick for Egypt. So Argentina 2, Egypt 2. Of course, if it's level after 90, we'll have 30 minutes of extra time. If it's still level after that, we will have penalties. Remember, you can follow the match on your national broadcaster. 2 goals in 4 minutes, I think it was. Those 2 goals, it was Christian Romero who gave the Argentinians hope more than anything else in the 79th. And 4 minutes later, Lionel Messi, 84th minute, made it 2 apiece. And the place went absolutely bananas. And it's all level here in Atlanta. Egypt have the ball, edge of their own penalty area. Got a feel for the Egyptians if they do end up losing this. They've put absolutely everything into this game, and you know they might still win it. There might still be a twist in the tail. They might get the 3rd goal. We're still level. It's anyone's game. But all the momentum now is with the world champions. Egypt, though, have possession inside their own half. Low ball out towards Hani down this near side. He's had a good game down the right-hand side for Egypt. There's the long ball forward. That's cleared by Martinez out of play. Throw in for Egypt on the halfway line down their right. Well, they needed extra time to get past Cape Verde in the last round. Egypt also went to extra time. They needed penalties to get past the Kangaroos. The Aussies on a penalty shootout. Are we heading for an additional 30 here in this round of 16 game? Ball's gone out of play. Last touch has come off of Lautaro Martinez, who has made a difference, has to be said. He's just been a handful inside. He hasn't scored, but he was a handful with that goal, that Messi goal. He was just there and he was occupying defenders. And that helped. And it was just desperate defending from the Egyptians in the end. And when they tried to clear the ball, they cleared it to the wrong person, a certain Lionel Messi, who is once again the top scorer in this tournament. And it's an incredible golden boot chase, isn't it, between some of the world's biggest names, isn't it? Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, and so on. That's sloppy over on the far side as Argentina lose possession. And it was Montiel just taking his eye off the ball slightly as it was swept over towards him. It was a nice ball, actually. Just took his eye off it for a second. Argentina win it back over on the far side, and then when it down goes, is it Martinez over on the far side? It is. Free kick then for Argentina. Pretty much level with the edge of the penalty area. Just a few yards infield from the right-hand touch now from the Egyptian number 15, Karim Hafez, one of the many that plays for Pyramid. Don't need to tell you who's going to take it. So golden boot is Dem 7, Messi 8. He's back in the lead. in that one. And he's got this free kick to take as well. Left-footed, in it comes. Oh, and it's pushed clear by the goalkeeper. I don't know if anybody got a touch, actually. Messi retrieves over on the far side. I'm not sure if anyone actually touched it, and the goalkeeper just pushed it clear. Argentina, as they search for a third goal to prevent 30 minutes of extra time, which will happen at the moment if we don't have a goal in this last minute plus stoppage time. Argentina 2, Egypt 2. And Argentina with possession, but a much more measured approach now from the Argentinians now that they've got those 2 goals to get back on parity. Back with Emi Martinez, kicks long left-footed. That'll drop for Julian Alvarez. Almost got it on towards Messi. Cleared by the Egyptian, but straight to Argentina again. Alvarez is challenged for a blue and white shirt. Just seem to be everywhere at the moment. Alvarez now, right hand side of the penalty area. Twisting, turning, goes out. Back in field to Messi. Messi trying to thread one through. Cleared again. Now the Egyptians need to play this well now. Mo Salah over the halfway line. They look a little bit short here, Argentina. And then a brilliantly timed challenge to win. A short at the back. Here come Argentina. It feels like the end of the final 4 years ago between Argentina taking the penalties. Messi, on it goes, edge of the penalty area. Will it fall for Alvarez? No, it won't. It's cleared by the Egyptians towards the halfway line. They've just got to be careful here, Egypt, not get too excited. Here's Messi. We're inside stoppage time, by the way, and Mo Salah's done the right thing there. He's just cooled everything down, just get back in position, and he'll start once again. They've got to remember they're no longer leading this game. That's the thing, Egypt. So if they do power forward on one of those breaks and they leave gaps at the back, well, they could. Ataya out towards this near side. Hani. So 7 minutes of stoppage time. We played one of them. Hani's continued in actually, but Argentina will get it clear towards the halfway line. Now then, Lachine has it over on the far side. Just holds it up. Looks like when the ball next goes out of play. Lachine again, ball on his right boot. Does he fancy a shot here? No, he just plays the ball in from left to right. Salah falls over, loses possession. That's poor from him. Just looked a little bit tired there. Long ball forward now then. Out towards the far side. Martinez will chase. Martinez right inside of the penalty area. There's the cross. There's the header! And Argentina have won it in stoppage time! Would you believe this? And it's a goal from Enzo for incredible turnaround here in Atlanta. It's Argentina 3, Egypt 2. What will almost certainly be the goal to send the world champions through to the quarterfinals 2026. They were trailing by 2 goals to 0 with just over 10 minutes to play. 3, Egypt 2. What a match we've had here. Unbelievable. At one end, Egypt were pushing for a winner, and I just wonder whether they've shot. Mo Salah, by the way, who lost the ball. They were piling forward, were Egypt. Salah picks the ball up right-hand corner of the penalty area, and he just sort of fell over. He just sort of lost his footing. He lost his footing. And then before we knew it, just looking at a replay just to see if there was any foul in there on Salah. I think he's just lost his footing. And then suddenly, Argentina broke. Just a long ball over the halfway line. Lautaro Martinez chased. They only had 2 defenders back at the moment. Holds it up right inside the penalty. He waits for Enzo Fernandez to come forward. It's on the money. The cross from Martinez is absolute perfection. Onto the head of Enzo Fernandez, about 8 yards out. The perfect header into the corner. The goalkeeper just watched it. Is Ufa Shabir. And what an incredible game here in Atlanta. Argentina 3, Egypt 2. And just looking at his reaction on the bench when that goal went in. He's cool as a cucumber. He's very much from the school of sort of Carlo Ancelotti's. He barely reacted at all when that ball went into the net. Incredible. Well, there's the game. Oh my goodness, the game hasn't recommenced. Coaching staff have lost their rag, should we say. There's another, I think you know the one I mean. They've lost their, exactly. And that's what's happened with the Egyptian. Somebody's been shown a yellow card, and I can say that Ufa Shabir, who up until about 15 minutes ago was on for man of the match in my view, card. Otamendi's coming on here. This is just a bit of time wasting, I think, really from the Argentinians. Alvarez and Romero. So Julian Alvarez off, Romero up, number 25, who plays for Marseille in the French league. He's coming on. And also Nicolas Otamendi. He's coming on as well. He's now back at River Plate in Argentina. Ex-Manchester City, of course, Otamendi. A lot more time to add on. They're making a change as well. Lachine is off. And it's the number 25, Zico, to come on. It really is just absolute chaos. Game's going to recommence. Well, the clock says 95 minutes, but we're going to have, well, there's 7 minutes allotted. We're going to have another 2 minutes at least on top of that, because we haven't seen any football in probably more than that, actually. It was the 91st minute records that it was the 91st minute that Enzo Fernandez headed that what probably will be the winning goal. We've not played any football since then, so I think we'll at least have probably 10 minutes of stoppage time. Martinez has the ball for Argentina, goes long, and that will be shepherded out of play. Good work by Mohamed Hadi. He's had a good match actually in that back four. They've had a good match all round. I can mention many of the a hope in hell really of getting the job done today. They led this game by 2-1, which 2-0 with just over 10 minutes left. I don't think any of us saw the comeback coming, but you just do not write off this Argentinian side. They never know when they're beaten. They really don't. And then, as I did mention in the commentary, it just, once Argentina went to 2-2, it just turned into what felt like the latter stages of the final 4 years ago between Argentina and France. You may remember it was one of the world final of all time, where both teams just wouldn't settle for penalties. They were both just going for it because they wanted to win the game, and it just made for the most exciting football you've ever seen, and it was like that here. Felt there was a goal coming. Free kick now for Egypt, midway inside their own half. So we've played the 3 minutes of stoppage time, so it's now the 7 minutes of stoppage time. So it's now whatever the referee's now going to add for the time that was added on, that needs to be added on, I should say, after Argentina scored that third goal. And I would say, have they got anything left? They've launched one into the box. Martinez heads it clear. And of course, they might be caught on the break again here, Egypt. That's the other thing. Martinez comes forward. He's brought down left-hand side of the centre circle. That's going to be a yellow card as well. They had no choice because Martinez was motoring through on goal otherwise. And it'll be a free kick. And the yellow card goes to the number 19, Ataya. Yellow card for Egypt. What a sensational game it's been here in Atlanta. It really has. 8 minutes of stoppage time played now. Argentina 3, Egypt 2. The cacophony of noise inside this stadium is quite something. Very heavily coming towards the near side. I'm not sure he's got anybody left to book in that Egyptian bench, because he's booked all of them. Well, that's the manager now, that one, definitely. That was Hossam Hassan who got the yellow card there, I think. Or has he been given a... No, he's been given a yellow. Somebody was sent off earlier. I can't for the life of me tell you who. It's got to be very careful here. We're going to have more time added on, of course, for all this as well. Referee, by the way, is Francois Letexier. I think he's handled this game well. And he's also got great hair as well, I have to say. I've got to give him his dues there. But that will come out again between now and the end of the match. Remains to be seen. Free kick then to Argentina, left-hand side of the centre circle. And I guess they'll just take it to the corner, will they? Clip long. Dutch as in rugby, really. That from Martinez. He kicks it out of play. And Egypt will have a throw-in right next to the corner flag. We think we might have a maximum of 2 left. The crowd, obviously, the Argentinian crowd are whistling. But you've got to add time on for the extended break after the Argentinian third goal. Again, Argentina kick for touch. Out of play. Argentina... Egyptian throw-in deep inside their own half. And Hossam Hassan indeed got confirmation of his yellow card. No confirmation of who got the red. Here come Argentina now down this near side for Enzo Fernandez, who looks as if he scored the winning goal. Egypt clear, but Argentina have it again. Again, they kick for touch, but this time it goes too long. So it's behind for a goal kick. Paredes with the last touch. And Egypt, have they got one last push in them? They're going to have to go long, surely. We played 10 minutes of stoppage time now. I make it, we might have one left. And then it's that Argentinian penalty here. There it goes, long. There's the header clear, and Argentina can clear it now. Down the centre it goes. And then Martinez just runs it down towards this near land man. Another Scudetto for him, and he's showed us all the tricks as well down this near side. Few step overs. He's just trying to draw the foul. That's all he's trying to do. He's done even better than that, maybe, or just as good. He's won himself. Then there's a little bit of a squaring up between himself and Marwan Atay, who didn't like his party pieces down this near side. It's getting a little bit ugly. Argentina will have a throw in deep inside the Egyptian half. We played nearly 11 minutes of stoppage time now. Argentina to the quarterfinals of the tournament, and it just didn't look possible until Christian Romero got them back into it in the 79th minute. 2 more goals, one from Messi, and then what looks like the winner from... Final whistle, an extraordinary game here in Atlanta, and Argentina to retain the trophy they won 4 years ago, but in incredible circumstances, trailing by 2-0 with 11 minutes left on the clock. Goals from Christian Romero, who else but Lionel Messi, who missed a penalty earlier on the game, and then Enzo Fernandez in stoppage time with the winner. An incredible game here in Atlanta, but it's Argentina who will move on to the next round to play either Colombia or Switzerland. That one plays later. Thanks very much for listening. It's finished here. Argentina 3, Egypt 2. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.